Think about it, using the same hand you used to eat and the same hand you used to put in that area, does it fit? But according to some scientists, they say that water is more better because it cleans more, tissue just streams off, it merely streams off, but that doesn't really make sense to me. Like, tissue is more safer. I'd rather have something cleaning my butt for me than using my hand cleaning my butt for me.
Water is life. With water, you can take off every germs, bacteria, whatever viruses, including coronavirus, away from your private part, from every part of your body. Hello everyone, my name is Wilfred Sampson and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be featuring my friend, my brother. His name is Alex, and we're going to be discussing an amazing topic today, which is water and tissue. Which do you prefer?
Hi, my name is Hill Alexander, and I'm featuring a video about which is better, tissue or water. So basically, my whole life I've used both of them, but I prefer tissue better. This is an opinion-based question, so I prefer tissue better. But before I go into tissue, let's talk about water. Like, what are the advantage and disadvantage of water? First, the disadvantage of water. Like, what if the water is contaminated? Where'd you get that water from? Like, scientists say, oh, water is better because it cleans off everything. Like, I don't say that what you're saying is wrong, but I just say, where are you getting that water from? Like, what if the water is dirty? Think about that. Like, also the hand that you're using. What if you need to eat the next minute? Even though you wash your hand with water and soap, don't you get that feeling like, hey, I just used my hand to touch my private pack? Like, so about the infected water, you know you're using it for your private pack, so you got to be really careful where you're getting that water from. I'm not saying all waters are dirty. I'm just saying that you got to be really careful because private pack is a really important place. So you don't use all this kind of water. You got to be careful about where you're getting that water from. Now, about the advantages, yes, water cleans it very well. Like, if you're using the right water and right everything, you clean it very well. And you wash your hand after and you're good to go. Now let's go to tissue right now. Tissue, I feel like it's better. Personally, I've used both, like I said before, and I feel like tissue just works better. Like, tissue, you don't have to use your hand. Like, you know your hand is still clean. Wash your hand with soap and water and you're good to go. You use something else for your tissue. And people like, tissue costs way more, I'm used to water. I don't care about that. Like, tissue, I'd rather spend money on something that I know is better for my health. The place where tissue is created, I know is safe. Use good tissues, like all those tissues, like Rose, all of them, I know they're good for me. I don't mind spending money for it, as long as it's good for my head. Now, the disadvantage of tissue, sometimes they say it just merely smears off, like it doesn't clean everything. That depends on how you use it and the tissue you buy. Buy some good tissue, buy thick ones, and you're good to go. It doesn't matter how you clean it, just get in there and you're good, knowing that you didn't touch what you're not supposed to touch.
I really want to say this. Water is life. Really, water is life. And with whatever you do, whether you bathe, whether you wash, you cook, whatever, water is just life. And like the popular singer Fela Nicola Kuti he said, water, you no get enemy. And I see no reason why you should use tissue. Really, I see no reason why, because with soap and water, you can do the best. Like, you can take off your poo, wash off your private part. I use tissue. I use tissue well, but then I feel like sometimes when I use tissue, in fact, I use very expensive tissue because I know we have varieties of tissue. I use very expensive tissue, and then they still don't feel like water because there's this way water cleans off every dirt in your body. I use tissue, and then I feel when I use tissue, I still feel like I'm not clean. I still feel like I'm stained. Well, I don't know, like stained, like maybe somehow stained, maybe poo stained or poo remnants or something like that. And then really but with water has done amazing stuff. Water takes off every part, especially when you're using soap. And from my experience and what I would like to tell you guys, I feel like you should stick with water. Water has advantages, though it has its own disadvantages when you're using contaminated water, infected water, or whichever. But then it still doesn't matter because when you're looking at the characteristics of water is tasteless, water is odorless, and also colorless. So when you look at water like that, you wouldn't want to consider whether the water is contaminated or infected. You just want to use water to take off every stain from your body, whether your private part or whichever.
Just think about it. Are you gonna be okay with touching your poop? Like I said before, I'm not saying that anyone out there who using water is bad or is poor. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I'd rather use tissue than water because it's safer and better. Even with the cost, I'll still use it.
As you guys know very well that in Nigeria, you definitely find water everywhere. So which means water is free good water. In fact, groundwater, irrespective of the water, rainwater, water is free. When it comes to costs, you don't have to spend any amount of money to keep yourself clean. But when it comes to buying tissue, especially buying expensive tissue, you know what it is like, especially when your economy is very bad in Africa, in Nigeria. You have to spend so much on tissue. Anyway, I know it's your body, but then water is just it. Water is just what will keep you clean. Can you use tissue to clean up your body? Can you use tissue to clean up your mess? No. Water will definitely do everything for you, and you don't have to stress yourself.
So in conclusion, what I'm trying to say is that tissue is better than water, but when you're getting the tissue, know you're getting it from a good brand. Like, make sure the tissue is thick. Make sure you're getting it from a brand that don't want to compromise what they're doing, like don't want to compromise the company. So get it from a good company.
Water is certainly way better than using tissue, because water is life. With water, you can take off every germs, bacteria, whatever viruses, including coronavirus, away from your private part, from every part of your body.
If you got any other opinions, just drop it in the comment section below, and stick to tissue and stop using water.
If you have a different opinion about this video, I want you to drop that in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on post notification for amazing videos will be dropping soon. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I love you guys. My name remains Wilfred Samson.